If you're watching this video, I am going to guess that you are working at a job that you don't like, or maybe, just maybe, you were recently laid off, or you were furloughed, or possibly you quit your job because you thought, man, I just can't do this anymore. I just got to get somewhere. I got to be somewhere that I really like, that I enjoy going into. Well, you know what? Whatever your employment status, it doesn't matter. What matters is this. You've decided, you've made a decision, you want to work somewhere that you can really enjoy, somewhere that you love. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to share with you some of my experiences. I have hired hundreds of people over the years. And what I've done, I've come up with 3 steps that you can take, 3 steps to find a job you love. And I'm going to share those steps with you. And that, my friends, that's up next right here on Over 50 TV. Hey, before I tell you 3 steps to find a job you love, let me ask you to go ahead and subscribe to Over 50 TV. To do that, all you got to do is hit that little red button that's underneath your screen. There's a little bell. If you hit that little bell, you'll get our latest videos, our updates. They'll be delivered right to your inbox. And then there is a thumbs up button. If you hit that thumbs up button, that lets me know that you enjoyed watching the video. So let's get to it. 3 steps to find a job that you love. Many people, when I talk to them and I tell them what the steps are, they'll listen and they'll say, well, you know, I've got 1, I've got 2, but you know, I don't have all 3. If you want to find a job that you're going to love and a job that you're going to love long term, all 3 of the steps I'm going to outline are important. Step number 1 is passion. Step number 2 is skills. And step number 3 is need. And when I say need, I'm talking about market need. And again, I stress, people often will say, I've got 1 or 2, but they don't have all 3. But let's really focus. Let me talk in some detail about each individual step. And then what I'll do at the end, I'm going to summarize it for you. But let's start with step number 1, passion. You know, some people think passion, the word passion's this esoteric term. It's not important. You know, some guys, I think, even kind of shy away from it. Maybe some women do when it comes to talking about passion for a job or a position or the work that you do. But passion's important. Passion that you have for something, that'll get you through the tough times. And there's invariably tough times at work. There's a time where maybe you made a mistake, or maybe you just don't have the energy to do something, or it could just be the fact that you're just tired. You know, you've had a long day, a long week, a long month. Passion will get you through those tough times. But ask yourself that question. What are you passionate about? What do you really deeply care about? When you go home at night, when you go home, you know, long day, or maybe you're driving home and you're driving your car and you're thinking, you know what, I just really like that. I like that part of my job. I wish I was doing more of it. But you know what? When you go home and you sit at home and you think about it, you think, no, it's not going to change. I'm doing that little bit there of my couple hours a day that I really like, but the other 6 or 7 hours, I don't like it. I'm not passionate about it. If you don't have passion, if you don't have passion for something that you're going to do, like I say, you're not going to get through the tough times. And if you don't have passion, you're not going to have the energy or the desire. And long term, it's just another job, another boring job. It's an other average job, and you don't want to live an average life. And again, as I said at the beginning of this video, you're watching this video because you're tired. You're tired of working somewhere that you don't love. The second step is skills. What are you skilled at? What are you good at? What's your talent? It's so important for us to be self-aware, to really assess our true talent and our true skill. You know, there are people who are great at math, or great at writing, or great at carpentry, or great at fixing cars, or great at financial statements, or great at being an entrepreneur. Those are people that are self-aware. They know what they're good at, and they can use those skills to find that job that they really like, a job that they're good at. But there's another side of that coin. What if you have a great skill? What if you're one of those things I just mentioned, but you know what? It doesn't turn you on anymore. You're thinking, yeah, I'm a good carpenter, or yes, I'm good at numbers, or yes, I'm good at financial statements, or yes, I could be an entrepreneur. But I don't want to do that anymore. I've got those skills, but that's not what I want. It doesn't make me happy. I'm not passionate about using or utilizing those skills. Well, the good thing is this. The good thing is that we have YouTube, we have Google, we have social media sites that we can go to learn, to acquire skills. We've got colleges, schools. You can always acquire new skills. When I was younger, just got out of high school, I thought, hey, I'm going to get a job. And I got a job in a machine shop. And every single day I went into that machine shop and I stood at a machine for 8 hours and I was doing all kinds of parts. I had a foreman that yelled and I would think, oh my goodness, oh my God, I just don't want to be here. But every single day I went in. But you know what I did every single night? Every single night I went home and I opened up a copy of the Wall Street Journal or some other business magazine or a business book, and I just read and read and read. I was a voracious reader. What I did is I taught myself the skills. Yeah, I was pretty good at machining. I thought I was pretty good. And the foreman, even though he yelled, he would tell me how good I was, but I didn't like it. It wasn't what turned me on. So over time, I acquired skills and I became an entrepreneur, and I built businesses that employed hundreds of people. My sales were in the millions of dollars, and I was happy doing that. But it took me time. It took me time to learn. But I was diligent, and I focused, and I learned. So if you've got skills that you like, or skills that you want to pursue, you want to find that job that you can utilize those skills, or maybe you have the skills and you want to change directions, you can do that. But skills, having the right skills, being self-aware and knowing what your talents are, it's so important when it comes to finding a job that you love. Step number 3 is need. And you may not agree with how the market values certain things over others, and I may not agree with it either, but the fact is the market's the market. So if you're going to take a job anywhere, if you're going to take a job or accept a position, make sure that position, the job you're taking, make sure there's a need for that position. You want to have a job long-term, not short-term. The last thing you want to do is worry that you've taken a job, you're working somewhere, and yeah, you've got the passion for the position. Yes, you have the skill set that's needed, but in the long term, this product isn't going to pan out. You're not going to have the customers and you're going to be worried. Let me give you an example. You've got Elon Musk. And I know you've heard of Elon Musk. He builds electric cars among other super products that he builds and he designs. But Elon Musk, he builds electric cars and he sells electric cars because there's a demand for that product. If there wasn't a demand, he'd have been out of business a long time ago. So whatever job or position that you decide you want to have, a job that you're going to love, the last thing you want to do is be worried or concerned that the products aren't selling or no one wants your service. Make sure, and from a purely business sense, that there's a need for this product or service. So what can we take from this? Well, if you want to find a job that you love, there are 3 essential steps that I've outlined. Step number 1, I've said you got to be passionate about it. You've got to have passion for the work you do. You've got to care for it. You've got to like it, and you should, if you can, find fulfillment in it. Number 2, be skilled. People get excited about their skills, and when their skills are recognized, that gives you that boost of energy. That recognition helps you to build your passion. Number 3, important. Ask yourself about the need. Is there a need for this product in the marketplace? I mentioned Elon Musk as an example. There are many other examples of people who've launched businesses. There was a need for it, and that need helped them, and they had the skills and they had the passion to see it through all the tough times. And certainly guys like Elon Musk have experienced a lot of tough times. All 3 are key. If you have 2, if you have 1, to me, you're not going to find a job that you'll love. So that's all I've got for you today. And if you would, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. There's a little red subscribe button. It's underneath your screen. There's a little bell. If you hit that little bell, you'll get our latest videos, our latest updates, and they'll be delivered to your inbox. And there is a thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button because that lets me know that you enjoyed watching this video. I had fun producing it. I hope you have a great day, everybody.